Hello. Yes, we have got you loud and clear now.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear. Sorry, sir, for the inconvenience. Sorry.
No inconvenience at all. Perfectly good. And let's hope the internet holds up. So, Kritika, welcome, and please introduce yourself briefly to the board.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Kritika Nograia. I am 25 years old. I come from Karera in district Shivpuri, Madhya Pradesh. I graduated in computer engineering. My optional is anthropology. And some of my hobbies are cubism painting and listening to short stories.
Very good. Just listening to short stories or reading them?
Sir, I read too, but I prefer listening because it is more convenient and I enjoy the narration.
All right. Okay. Well, Jagjit ji, please come in.
Kritika, you live in a place which is very near to wildlife sanctuary.
Yes, sir.
Can you briefly tell me about it?
Sir, Karera has Sonchiraya Wildlife Sanctuary, but recently there have been talks of denotifying it because no bird is sighted for a few decades now.
Okay. What about the Shivpuri?
Sir, Shivpuri has Madhav National Park, and recently it has been declared as the 9th tiger reserve of MP, and a new tiger and tigress would be introduced there.
Your father is a businessman.
Yes, sir.
What type of business he is doing?
Sir, it's a fertilizer and pesticides, agriculture inputs.
Okay. Your area is basically agriculture area.
Yes, sir.
Kritika, tell me what is the difference between a chemical fertilizer and a natural fertilizer?
So chemical fertilizers are synthetically manufactured by using some chemicals. For example, DAP is a chemical fertilizer, whereas natural fertilizers is made from organic substances. For example, compost or humus, it is natural fertilizer.
That's good. So you have done bachelor in engineering, and
Yes.
what was the last time interview score?
Sir, I could score 127 marks. It was a rainy day, and I hope this time the sun will shine brighter.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I enjoy your humor, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So you, what is this paintings you are making, ma'am? Cubism is a new word for me. I'm almost illiterate.
Sir, Cubism is a name for an entire art movement, which includes a deconstruction of what reality is. So in Cubism painting, the artist draws multiple perspectives on a single 2D plane. So it was started by Pablo Picasso and George Braque.
Okay, can you name few more?
Yes, sir. So from India, M.F. Hussain also ventured into it, and Gagneन्द्rnath Tagore had some elements of Cubism. Sir, apart from this, Tayyab Hussain also had it, and S.H. Raza.
Thank you. And then what about the budget? It is something good for the women this time?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm not able to recall any provision right now.
Okay. Your mother is also in the business or teaching?
Sir, she is also in business.
Okay, because I think I have seen her income tax pay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So what about the Trump and Modi meeting on tariffs?
So this meeting is being heralded as one of a very positive step in the direction of India-US relationships. Our Prime Minister and US President made many collaborations and some agreements were there. For example, Compact, it is for military and technology use. ICET has been renamed to Trust, which is for critical and rare earth elements, critical minerals. Sir, apart from this, there have been talks about immigrants also, and both the countries will collaborate on it. Sir, we are also launching new initiatives under Quad, and later this year, President Trump will also visit India.
Okay. I talked about the tariffs only, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Any agreement on tariffs?
So we are planning to have a bilateral trade agreement, which is under negotiation right now. Apart from this, President Trump yesterday only declared that US will impose reciprocal tariff on countries.
Why he did it just before landed in Washington, D.C.?
Pardon, sir?
Why Trump announced tariffs just before Mr. Modi landed in USA?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Okay. It's a pleasure talking to you, Kartika.
Same here, sir. Thank you.
Please, Muniyappa. Muniyappa, sir. Muniyappa, sir, your microphone is muted.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So recently we have celebrated Republic Day.
Yes, sir.
In many countries, only Independence Day is celebrated. Why especially, just what is the historical significance of this Republic Day? Very brief.
So when India got independence, it was not immediately made a sovereign republic country. Rather, it was a dominion back then. And then when we adopted our constitution on 26th of January 1950, then only we became a republic, constitutional republic. So that is why we have different Independence Day and Republic Day.
Okay. What is intergenerational gap? And
Sorry.
what is the intergenerational gap? Intergenerational gap. And what are all the conflicts we are facing now?
Sir, I'm not aware of the term
Intergeneration.
Sir, in which context?
Okay, let's go to some other thing. Do you know what is gender budgeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the present budget, the recent budget, do you find just this gender budgeting has been taken care of?
Yes, sir. This time gender budget elements have been introduced in it, but I'm not sure of the exact provision. So I'll go back and read the exact provision of the gender budget.
Okay, if you look at the entire budget today and what we are talking, Vikasit Bharat, this Vikasit Bharat is being reflected in the present budget. What's your take?
Yes, sir. Sir, there have been many elements of development in the budget. For example, on the front of emerging technologies, we have provided money for the research in artificial intelligence. We have focusing on manufacturing, which is a major element of any developed country. Apart from this, we are also focusing on expanding our export, which will lead India to become a developed country.
Okay. What is economic mobility?
So economic mobility is the mobility of any person between the income brackets. For example, if a person who was earning below 4 lakhs moves, increases his income to 10 lakhs, so that is his economic mobility.
Okay, let us say now 50% of the population are holding the wealth of only 3%.
Yes, sir.
What type of economic mobility you foresee from this budget?
So the reduction of tax brackets, the rebate that has been provided, it will also help in economic mobility.
No, I'm talking about 50% of the population who are holding only 2.5 to 3% of the total wealth.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about that particular group, not middle class.
Sir, I'll read in detail about it.
Okay. My last question. See, of late, there is a perception that the IAS is no more remained as a steel frame of administration. What's your opinion on this?
Sir, I would humbly like to disagree with this. I think the IAS is the backbone of the country and the steel frame. All the policies and initiatives, all the reforms that we see, they have been conceptualized by them and other civil services, and they have been implemented by them. However, there have been some shortcomings, but that is the case with everything, with every service. So I think still the IAS is the steel frame of the country.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Kritika, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So your optional is anthropology, right?
Yes, sir.
And your hobby is listening to short stories.
Yes, sir.
How did you listen them? Which medium?
Sir, it started when my mother used to listen to radio. I got the knack from there. Then I moved to YouTube. So now I listen on YouTube.
Okay, and why they are important? Listening short stories is important.
So for me, listening to different stories creates a new worldview. I get to live the experience and life of others. I think this also betters my perspective. Rather than this, sir, I think it is a very intellectually stimulating hobby for me, and it provides a break from the monotony of life and the academic rigor.
Okay, and then you see, we as civil servants,
Yes,
will
sir.
be dealing with many stories even, means their life stories, human stories, suffering or happiness, many things, right? Being a civil servant. So how you will relate this hobby to your profession as a civil servant, how it will help you?
Sir, I think listening to stories provides exposure to the world, to different world. For example, I can see the perspective of an old woman or of a young man. So I think that will help me in civil service by getting different perspective and different point of view. Apart from this, sir, it also helps in problem solving capabilities. A single story can have many ends, and it also forces us to think of the other solution and the alternative. So I think I can implement that in my future career.
How a short story can be different from a novel or a long story?
So first is the length of the short story, which is smaller. Apart from this, the short story usually focuses on less number of characters and a particular snippet from someone's life. While a novel has multiple characters and it narrates a story of a longer time, while a short story can be just few minutes in someone's life.
Okay, tell me, you have been associated with organized awareness campaign of menstrual cups. What is this cups kind of means this particular term?
Some menstrual cups are funnel shaped devices, but they are shaped of cup with a small tail at the end. And so rather than other menstrual hygiene sub objects which absorb blood, these just store blood, and these can be reused any number of times. Up to 10 years, a single menstrual cup can be used. So, sir, it can be also economically friendly and environmentally friendly at the same time being comfortable.
How you can relate it to this practice to means with the Swachh Bharat campaign?
Sir, it reduces the. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, it reduces the
Yes,
waste
sir,
that is
you are
being.
audible.
It reduces the waste that is being created. For example, a woman during one menstrual cycle in 1 month uses up to 25 menstrual pads. But there is no such need for menstrual cup. It can work for 5 years to 10 years. So I think, sir, it reduces the amount of waste that is created.
That is one aspect. What about public health issue? Yes.
Sir, it is, some menstrual cups are more hygienic. We just need to boil them to sterilize them. There is no separate need. It reduces the infection that is sometimes caused, especially when rural women use cloth pads, or even using pads can create infection, but there is very less risk of such things in menstrual cups.
Okay, well, is it being promoted in India in large way?
Sir, as of now, there is no large-scale promotion of menstrual cups. It's a very recent phenomena. Even in the world, it's a recent phenomena. Presently, government is focusing on disposable one-time use menstrual pads. But I think in the future, menstrual cups can be the alternative to economic and environmental crisis as well, at the same time providing women with the freedom of reproductive health choices.
So as a woman civil servant, you will have an opportunity to experiment in this area, right?
Yes.
Would like to do it?
Yes, sir, definitely. I will do this wherever I'm posted.
Okay, thank you so much, Kritika. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Kritika, am I
Yes.
audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just starting off on a very different kind of a question. Of late, we have seen that there are temples, Hindu temples particularly, coming up in totally way out places. Estonia, which is less than 1% Indian population, that too, I think most of them are tourists. And particularly Middle East, Islamic republics or sheikdoms, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, given the history of conflict that we have, which is dominating the politics even today, how do you see that we can't have that kind of a mutual coexistence and appreciation as we are having in the Middle East?
Sir, coexistence in the other areas apart from Middle East?
Coexistence in the religious tolerance issue.
Sir, I
We
think
are a secular country and we go through all this issue, right? Or so much of political discourse, unfortunately. Whereas in a proper Islamic sheikhdom, an Islamic country, we are having temples popping up all over.
Sir, I think the popping up of temples abroad is a sign of India's success on the diplomatic and soft power front, and the power of our diaspora that is stationed there. Sir, with respect to India, I think
Would you elaborate on this word diaspora? The power of diaspora. Our people have been going and working as oil rig workers all over the place. Even Mr. Ambani did.
so in the Middle East, yes, we are employed in such professions. But sir, the sheer number that is there of Indian immigrants,
Very
and
good.
nowadays, nowadays other opportunities are also popping up. For example, in investment banking or finance, investment bankers are also moving to the Middle Eastern countries. And sir, our relations with the Middle Eastern countries is very strong. Our Prime Minister also visits them very frequently. So I think that is why we have that diaspora presence and soft power there. And so when it comes to India, I think there are some historical fault lines since before the partition and before independence. So I think this is the remnant of that and the distrust that has built up in the society. But being a secular country, I believe the future is bright, and I believe in our judiciary to resolve these issues.
Okay, now that you said that these are fault lines, here we are, certain people trying to create further fault lines by going after caste census and insisting on it as a political manifesto. What is your take on that?
Sir, I believe that caste census will further deepen these fault lines. And rather than this, we should focus on socio-economic census and the general census that is pending. And we can gather data from there and better target the beneficiaries rather than dividing the population further on the basis of caste.
Very good. Recently, the Honorable Prime Minister said, we are committed to fighting terrorism of every kind. Now, in my ignorance, I only thought terrorists are of one or two flavors, plain vanilla and strawberry. So what is your take on how many kinds of terrorists are there? Can you name? This is very comprehensive. I want to see how comprehensive you are.
Sir, I think any organization which threatens the internal security of India can be termed as a terrorist or a terrorist act.
So go on.
Sir, first is definitely the terrorism by non-state actors from our neighborhood. Sir, then the separatist movement that are being going on in the West and in the East. Sir, apart from this, the insurgency that is there in the Northeast. Sir, Naxalism that is there in the East of India. And sir, even the urban Naxals can be termed as one kind
Very
of terrorism.
good. Only one left.
So
Only one kind left.
So the political hatred that is spread sometimes.
Oh, that is ideological terrorism, which is fine.
The cyber.
Cyber terrorism, very, very good. Cyber terrorism. Only
Yes,
one kind left, which has been listed particularly in the new these BNS, BNSS, etc.
So you said woke terrorism.
No, that's fine. That is an ideological terrorism. Okay, you hold up a dam, you hold up through sheer force of numbers, protests, etc. There's one more kind which has been made into an offense specifically.
Sorry, sir. I have.
Financial.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is a very
Please
major.
read. Financial terrorism has been given. I'm not calling it financial terrorism, but that's not the legal term. But financial issues, this kind of a crime has been given a specific status. All right, thank you, Kritika. End of your interview.
Thank
It's
you,
a
sir.
delight having interviewed you. The best part about you is that you are completely the same from the beginning to the end. You are smiling. You are not at all rattled if you don't know a question. Good enough. Very big quality. You are consistent and you are composed and eloquent. And the second very good quality is that you know where to stop, like your short stories. You don't go on and on like a novel. So, which is a very good trait. I personally think that a 3-sentence answer usually is what is required in every question. Max 10 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds if you are able to assess the question, the flavor of the question, from your entire knowledge, take out those 2-3 sentences which best address this question, and that's it. You don't have to reveal how much you know about the subject. Just tell us what you can meet the question with, and that's it. Voice modulation. Voice modulation is very, very good. I cannot, of course, assess if your eye contact has to be with all the members, and I don't even just as I move my hands, gesticulate with my hands, we cannot see what you are doing, but you could do it to express yourself because you are so expressive with your voice and your voice modulation. So all the very best. I will leave the other members to speak, please.
Thank you.
Kritika, you are crisp in your replies, precise and simple answers. That's the best part of you. Ever smiling, confident, and enjoying a conversation with elders of the family. Well done, ma'am. Go through many aspects of your uh, knowledge, newspapers. Which newspaper you read?
Sir, Indian Express and Times of India.
Add Hindu also for
Yes.
editorial and news analysis.
Yes.
That will give you a better reflection and dissection of a news. But your replies are very good. 3 sentences. No ifs and buts. That's very good. I'm very happy about your attempt. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Anything you need to add? Otherwise, we request her to log out.
No, nothing. We concur with what Chairman has said.
Carry on,
Wish you
Kritika.
best
You
of
may
luck.
log out now.
Wish you best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.